I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G.I.X. God is my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from Nola, she got superstition. I'm not waiting and hoping and wishing. I'm not stopping, I'm balling relentless. I'm a stepper, I'm standing on business. In the rumors, I'm minding my business. I'm a tutor, teach you how to get it. I tap in with the ones in your city. We make movies, we all the way with it.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
I told the people, yes, I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. I'm on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study this film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't know it's for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some violence, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, Bill, tell me how you feel. No, I'm not from Dallas, but yes, I'm a cowboy. We them boys. We making loud noise. Staying fresh to this, I be looking like a house. Got a defensive line that'll make them sit down. Feel like a D-lineman, but still making touchdowns. Get them in their hometown, I ain't here now one time. I've been a big bully since I was on the playground. I'm all grown up and I still don't play around.
Point them out, 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 point them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Real.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the LA Chargers. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Burrow looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something is off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
The tone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. More from L.A. in a moment. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. He gets this out to Spiller. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Swift will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to Mixon on second down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Burrow getting this into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down, here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Now he's loose at the 40. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, LA! DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Get out the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Here we go. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to the 43.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 53 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Escaping the... And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are back within a score. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and
that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 82 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try good by Gege. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, here's Mixon. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Burrow going to keep it himself. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Looking deep here for Chase. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Burrow will throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 116 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Second and goal from inside the 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what was he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, Burrow steps away to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete left side to Bateman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rashad Bateman. His second touchdown of the night as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gege. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late.
And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground with Swift, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's Herbert. He connects with Hyatt. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Jalen Hyatt, 55 yards. And the Chargers are pouring it on. Get on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking deep here for Chase. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Burrow. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another fourth down.
Davis now to return it. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. And now off to the races down the right side. He may go. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Here's Swift. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. Swift again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make this.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Gano's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 28 yards. And the Bengals are able to claw one back. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Herbert off of play action. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. Flushed out right. Able to find Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Herbert's this throw taken in by Johnston. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st. And it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty
gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial gain.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Burrow will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Burrow. The 20. Fighting his way through contact. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Burrow looking to pass. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Chargers 48, Bengals 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here is third and quite a ways. Play action. It's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you have to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And Well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be taken in just shy of the goal line. The fair catch will move this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's going deep for Bateman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock.
Like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches, I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'm a in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they were like, oh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehavior, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going air, they were like, oh yeah. Gege. No, don't go think I don't wanna know. She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving, the stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me.
Man, I swear to God, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My girl, I'm Tiffany. Damn, and she tryna cut me off. No, she cannot do it. No, she cannot scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get on. Send him to God, he finna get blessed on. I get the pay, but I'm talking about Benjamin Franklin. Not talking about the one that you sketch on.
He play dumb, get his on. Hit a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach, I'm bout my cheese. I'm moving around with 2 phones. Move around like an island boy, but it ain't for the head, cause I keep me a vest on. Get down like the Backstreet Boys, cause it make you dance, but you better get your groove on.
And I'm not talking about, but it too strong. Talking, then we get it started. Pull up in the U-Haul, you get your move
and they
on.
know they ain't seeing us. You pull all of your pin in that double cup. Wanna step at yourself, are you good enough? Wanna step at yourself, are you hood enough? If I hear them kids, know you pulling up. And now you laid out, they no getting up. I'm with your girl in the bedroom, and it sound like shit.
I draw that little boy, ain't no getting up. Shorty your horsey, I told her they my young city up. The granny, I had to tell her pick it. You wanna feed, not anything under 18, just like met this from the club. She like 5'3", I think it ain't Lydia.
You know we unstoppable, man, it's impossible to stop us, we for sure on the road. Stay to myself, stay off the medium, chillin', ain't gon' play with the trolls. Going 100 in the I-8, I pray to God we don't lose control. Know I'm on a paper chase, my leader whip on cruise control.
In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. Thought you, I'm on it, break, no sign, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Number one.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the monkey in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. He little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money, who he talking to? Homie hopping, need a, they awesome. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. Yeah, I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Topic Discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. So power and honey's the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide, stood on everything that I stepped on.